The title of my invention is an aroma preserving canister for coffee and all other granulated products. WonderSeal is a new invention that I came to get the amount of coffee that we need and to close in the rest of the grain of coffee in order to preserve it for us. We have under the lid a mechanism. First, one time only, when we buy the jar, we have to lift the plastic stick and then to close the lid on it. Once we want coffee, this is the position how the jar is in our kitchen. Now, once we want a cup of coffee, we have to upside down the jar, and then we have here a sign that we can measure our amount of coffee that we want.
So this measures the proportion, which is
Exactly.
what? Equivalent to what? 1 teaspoon?
Until the sign, this is 1 teaspoon, and over it, it's 2 teaspoons. So if it's too much for me, I can measure and I can turn it back. And then when we open it, we have exactly the amount of coffee that we need, and we pour it to the cup.
And everything that remains
And
in the jar and the canister
this
remains
is it.
fresh.
The remain grains are closed in. This is the idea.
How did you come up with this idea? Did you identify a need in the market?
I think every invention starts from a need. We came from abroad after a month, and I found out that my coffee was oxidized. And instead of giving it back to the company and to get a new one, I decided to research the problem. And this is really started a very wonderful journey in the field of coffee.
How does a person such as yourself come up with such an idea?
This started 5 years ago when I had an idea, and I went to a very small firm to examine it, and they really approved that it is a great idea. I continued to go to the PCT. They had 3 categories: novelty, inventive step, and industrial applicability. When I got the approval of yes for all of my claims in the 3 categories, I understood that I have an important idea. And the PCT is International Preliminary Examination Report, which is a great idea to know that this is a unique item.
What kind of global professional reaction did you receive for this product?
I think that the wonderful thing that happened to me, that everyone in every field that saw the patent, the first reaction was smiling, and this really gives me such a power to continue all this journey. And I'm in touch with Professor Daphne Atlas. She is researching the free radicals from the Hebrew University, and she was fascinating from the idea. I really want and to promise what I really meant by it, to preserve the aroma. And behind it came so many other good things, like Harav Eliyahu told me that for kosher preservatives, this is a wonderful idea not to use meat and dairy spoons. So this really remain a parve product. As an Israeli, I was very proud. I had few suggestions to start it abroad, but I wanted to start it in Israel and for everyone to know that it is an Israeli patent.